give him anything else but a 0. Charles Ng from Star Per Stars IMO. Let me remind you that the 2 drivers of this team already reserved them a place in top 32. This is Sergei Kabargin and Boris Abramov. And now finally this driver from Hong Kong, vice champion of the Russian Drift Series, with 1 victory in our championship. And also 1 qualification, 1 qualifying victory. So that is some good achievement and lots of technical adventures with platform changing and all that stuff. And then finally the Silvia's 14 with 2JZ engine. Very interesting headlights, turning on and off. So much happening in this short period of time. You can see the headlights flashing. Maybe something is going on with the voltage. And the second outside clip is left behind. Now he just climbs up to the... He's almost a birthday boy. 35 for the line, 25 for the angle, 25 for the style. That makes a total of 85 for Charles Ng for the first attempt. 4 points. Okay. So this is the driver of Syntec Fresh Auto Drift. He is perfectly fit, maybe not the best qualifying ever for Denis Migal, but he's in top 32 as well. And all the drivers of this reigning champion in the team standings will continue battle. Is Carville Racing also full? We will find it out very soon. Nikolai Garkovenko from Carville Racing is beginning his qualifying run. Hardly taken touch and go 1. The O's at 1 is already under the wheels of this BMW E36. Touch and go 2. Yes, got it. Very good. Second OZ. Also very good. Here he opened up a little bit too late. But anyway, it was still the winner. Yes, these are the results. 33, 33 and 22. Very good result anyway. And that is 88. This is rank 9. Nikolai Garkovenko, that was in the qualifying round. Here comes Roman Tivadar from Sochi. And another Silvia S15 of Forward Auto team. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how it looks this time. The light goes green. Roman Tivadar is running there to the full throttle area. This is the run-in, initiation. You can see Silvia S15 rocking from side to side. Roman Tivadar works through the first OZ, and then you see this 3-stripe element, and microscopic, tiny corrections. Very carefully he goes through the touch and go 2, and then he slides on the edge at the limit of the possible through the second clipping zone. We don't usually see enough speed. Okay, 34 for the line, 29 for the angle, 26 for the style. Makes the total of 89 attempt. And you can look into the future with some optimism. And the future will begin at 3:30 p.m. Moscow time when we begin the tandem runs, the top 32 round. And this is Grigory Gusev doing his second attempt. The first wasn't very good for him, not the way he imagined it, not the way he wanted it to be, but he can still improve. 62 points was his result for the first attempt, and now it's time to do something about it. Grigory Gusev is doing a run-in. Furidashi, and yes, that was the first clip, the transition right there. And he is very close to perfection in touch and go 1. And here he does a transition, but one wheel was definitely outside the white line, and another transition, and the last one in the second outside clip. He was a little bit too wide, this driver from Nakhodka, but nevertheless, he called the time difference to turn your TVs on at the right moment. And these are the results, 32, 30 and 27. And this is the total of 89. See whether Nikita Shikov can concentrate what he needs in the right places. 72 points is not he's been longing for, I'm sure. 11 podiums in his career, only 1 victory, one stage victory. And I'm speaking about the official stages, not some unofficial events. Now let's see whether he can improve his statistics this time. And now this is the run-in and the Furidashi. too much angle. You need to do the transition to get the touch and go one at the right time. And yes, there is one wheel in a no-go zone. One more transition and another clipping zone. Nose at one, right along the white line. Not bad this time. And he reached the touch and go two. You couldn't wish for more. And then he uses the entire white of the track. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And yes, this is the last. Now, Syntec Fresh Auto Drift. 33 for the line, almost the maximum. And this makes a total of 89. Still a little left to 90. But, well, there is 83 points as impressive. And now we continue. This is the current qualifying leader with 86 points for the first attempt. And he can improve this result. Now let's wish him he does. Almost 148 kilometers per hour was his result at the first run. Now let's see whether Dmitry can improve it, whether he can get more of it, or maybe he considers this result enough and just keep it at the level it is. That was a very good initiation. Then the transition right at the right moment, then he goes around along the white line. He uses the entire space on the asphalt. He uses all the space that it's allowed by the judges to use. The minimum correction of the angle, a little bit too wide at the entrance of Olza 2, but it's very good what the spotter is saying. 35 for the line, that's the maximum. That's the maximum. This is 93. Paul, who can claim this first position? And one of them is right here in front of you, Damir Dyatulin from Krasnoyarsk, the leader of the personal standings of our starting season after his absolutely magnificent victory at Moscow Raceway. And now he can win the second qualifying in a row, but to do that he needs to get 99 or more. No other combinations are possible unless he wants to lose. But he has 89. How many he's got? He's got 89 points. This is the Dyatulin. He's going through the touch and go one almost perfectly. He's already in Olza at one. Now he's sliding on the white line and maybe a little bit too narrow. He exits the Olza at two, and then he is further. He was deeper than the middle. Damir Dyatulin gets 94 points. This was 89 points for the first attempt. This is his final result. And Georgy Chevchan, who had 93 points in the first attempt, is about to start his second run. Now everything depends on his second run. Let me remind you that Yermokhin has 86 in his first attempt, and now if Gocha can make it better than 86, or he can improve his previous achievement, then he will be higher than Dmitry in the rating. If it doesn't happen, then Dmitry Yermokhin will be rated higher than Georgy Chevchan. But so far, he's doing very good. He moved a little away from the white border of the line. He collected touch and go two perfectly, and he was also very close to perfect in the Olza 2. To the applause of the audience, Georgy Chevchan. The leader is Evgeny Losov, 34, 34, and 29. And come on, show me the total. This is 97. 97 is rated second. And what do we see? That this is not his third qualifying attempt. I mean, here at this track at Nring circuit. But Arkady Tseregradzev still has a chance. He can still improve his statistics. But to do that, he needs to show something like 98 plus. But Losov still also has one more run to do. Arkady Tseregradzev. He is running in full throttle, Furidashi, and yes, this is the first clip. Then do the transition very sharply. He turns around and then very, very sharply, extremely sharp transition before the Olza at one. But there one wheel was outside the white line. This is -2 already, and here he goes very widely. But we know that you're allowed to do that in this part. And then finally he does. Result graphic. Oh yes, here it is. 33 for the line. This is the maximum for the angle and maximum for the style, and this is 98. This far qualifying protocol. So now we've got a new reference point for all the participants. And now let's see what Syntec Fresh Auto Drift driver Evgeny Losev has to say to it. What he can show us. Yes, this is a good initiation. And there was some good angle. It was so good that you don't even need more. Evgeny Losev is already in the first outside clip, and he's starting working through it very carefully, moving along the white line. Transition, touch and go to the last OZ, a little bit too wide, and he collects the inner clip. 35 for the line. Wow. 35, 98 is the total. This is the